What is up, guys? It's your boy Kingdom Soldier back again, finally with the Dominator Part 2. And I'm going to jump right into this gameplay because it is pretty long. And so I'm going to split this into two parts, but they're both going to be available at the same time. So at the end of this half, there will be an annotation on the screen for you to just click and go right to the second half. And if you haven't seen the Dominator Part 1 and you want to know what the series is about, you can read in the description, or you can click the link that's up in the corner right now and it'll take you right to the Dominator Part 1. So you'll see that I'm running with the PP90 this match, and that's something I've just started running with. And you'll notice that off the spawn, I switch to my secondary and start running to try to get ahead of my teammates. Now, I know this is early in the game, but number one, no matter where you spawn on resistance, blow up the blue van. It's behind my hand right now, but that's where I'm chucking my nade, specifically at the blue van. And I threw smoke as well, and that's something that I use on domination, and we'll talk about that later in this gameplay and how I use it specifically. But if you're on the C spawn and you throw a nade at this van, it's going to stop the enemy from advancing and maybe even kill some of them. If you're on the A spawn and you throw a nade at this van, it's going to stop the van from killing you. So let's see what happens. So I drop down. When you spawn on this side of B, you're in a lot of luck. It's a lot easier to cap it because they have to get their nades perfectly over the wall. And of course they do not. The van does blow up. It slows the enemy down. And now you've got my entire team behind me, supporting me and trying to shoot them. And just remember, guys, I got to this flag first because I wanted to get to the flag first. I didn't have extreme conditioning or anything like that. I just switched to my secondary and ran. Now right there, the strikers take me out, and those guys were pretty desperate for that B flag. And so one of the things you'll see me do a lot of times in this map, specifically on resistance, is I rotate back to the B flag and I rotate back to middle. If you have control of the middle of the map on this map, then you normally can win a game in domination. I don't know what's up with these snipers. They just decide they want to come kill me and run after me, and I don't know what they're thinking. Alright, so here's our second pause. And number two, look at what you see on the screen. The second thing I can tell you guys, the second tip I want to give you guys is run when necessary. So right now I came around this corner expecting that one sniper, but as you can see on my minimap, there's three guys right in front of me. There's one in the middle, and then there's two snipers. There's one right to the right of me, and there's one coming off the A flag on the left. Both of them, which he probably just spawned, he's probably the sniper that I just killed, and both of them are coming after me, and I don't really have much of a chance of living here, so I'm gonna choose to control the engagement, as Woody's gamertag would say, and hightail it out of here. I should have died, but because they're two snipers, if I ran fast enough, I knew they wouldn't kill me. So I assist the suicide, and then yes, I get greedy for the kills, and I run back out there with my secondary, and I die. And that wasn't necessarily the smartest move I could have made. So right here, I realize that all these guys are over on A, but I see them. I watch the minimap a lot, and I see these two guys are running in here, and then I know there's a sniper shooting at me, so I reload, try to kill him, don't get the kill because somebody else already did it. Now we got A, but then we lost C. Now this is actually a good spawn, and so you'll see right here I run through the middle of the map because I want to make sure that my team maintains control of the middle of the map, and I get killed attempting to make sure that that mid map is controlled. And one of the things, I can give you guys a little tip while we're waiting for the next tip to come up on the screen, is that try to run with maybe a lower sensitivity. I run on a 3 sensitivity, and I know sometimes you watch my gameplay and you're probably like, he's got to run like on a 6 or a 7, you know. And in Modern Warfare 2, I actually ran on a 10 because I sniped all the time. But on this game, I run on a lower sensitivity, and I learned that from watching MLG players play. And I learned that the lower sensitivity, when you're aiming down sights and you're trying to shoot someone and you have to correct the fact that your gun is kicking around, it doesn't move as much when you move it. And okay, so this is the last point for this half of the video. You'll see in front of me I've got two guys, and I just got my stealth bomber. Now, 90% of the time, the mentality that comes into a player's head when they run around a corner like this and they see two people is they spray the first one, and then immediately you would think that I would slide over and continue aiming down sights and try to get this second guy. However, point number three, tip number three, reload under cover. Reload under cover. I said this in the Dominator Part 1. I'm going to say it again in the Dominator Part 2. I'm going to say it probably in the Dominator Part 3. You'll see it in every single gameplay that I have. I did it earlier in the game when that sniper was trying to kill me. Reload under cover. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm actually going to switch this pot that's right next to me that you see. I'm going to switch sides and unload my clip and keep switching, and I'm going to do it 3 separate times, but I'm going to kill, I think, 3 guys, and I'm going to stay alive so that I can help my team cap the C flag. This is the last tip you guys are going to see right after this. I'm going to pause it for you guys. You're going to see an annotation on the screen. Follow it, and I'll see you on the next side.